tutorial is to show you how to quickly and easily create your page numbers and your table of contents. So the first thing you want to do is put all of your documents in one document. So just copy and paste them. To make this easier on myself so I can see where I'm at, I often go up to View here, and then I go down to the sidebar, and I allow myself to just kind of see as I'm pasting everything in. And what I did for this tutorial is I used the Lorem Ipsum text generator online, just Googled it, and gave me a bunch of fake text. So I then just started labeling so I can see document 1, or I can even search here now. So documents, you can see I created 7 documents essentially. And the charts represent your charts. Okay, but I like having the sidebar when I'm doing my final formatting, just so I can kind of see where I'm at with things. I'm just kind of showing you the different views. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is insert. Let me go back up to the beginning, first page. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to hold Command and hit Return. And then I'm going to type in a title of my title. Yeah, because I'm making this specifically for a binder. I'm going to go to Home, and let's just make that giant. And I will probably center it down the page just a little bit, and I'll throw my name on it. That way nobody can, thieve my work without at least knowing that I made it. Rogers, Ph.D. And I might date it specifically, that way I can do, I know what the latest revision is. So I might do a created, let's say 11/30/2023, and I might, a year from now, if I go back, and I might put this is the revision, let's say 2/26 or 25/2024. That way I know which version I'm using, and when I save it, I'll do the same thing. So now I see that that's at the beginning of my document down. So I've made the title page. So title page is out of the way. Next, I'm going to insert my page numbers. So I'm going to go up to Insert. I'm going to go down to Page Numbers. And I can get fancy wherever I want to put this, but right now I'm just trying to get my page numbers in. And voila, I magically have page numbers. And I can change the font of that to match whatever it is I'm working on by just clicking on it, clicking on Home. So right now that's Calibri. I could make it 16 if I wanted. Or 15, you just saw like it bigger. And I could change the font to be anything essentially. So let me put a serif font on there just so you can see the difference. So page numbers are pretty easy too. Okay, so okay, so you see it changed just a little bit, but not much. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do, that's still Calibri, so I'm going to go back in and I'll go and change that. And now we can see it changed. So you can see the little serifs hanging off of the one. So the next step is to create my table of contents. But before that, I need to go in and just take my document titles, and I'm on Home. I'm going to go over to Styles, and I'm just going to click Header 1. And I personally don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to change that to be Arial. I'll bold it, and I'm going to center it. And then I'm going to go through and go to the next one. I'll scroll down. Document 2. I can hit Header 1, But the first thing I need to do that I forgot to do here was, and that is a different color, I think slightly. When I double clicked on that, or right click, I have update header 1 to match selection. So now that means that every single header, once I go in here, instead of being the original, that's now what my header 1 looks like. So document 2, and let's go down to here, that's document 3. Ooh, where's document 3 at? There we go. And let's make this a different header. We'll make that chart 1. I'm going to bold that at least, and I'll darken it so I can see it. And you would call this whatever the chart name is. Again, I'm just using examples. And your titles will not be document per se. I'm going to go back up here to styles. I'll right click header 2, update header 2 to match. Okay. And then we go here. We're going to make that header 2. Then we'll go down to document 4. And I'm going to do header 1. And again, I could make these super pretty headings, but the goal here is for you to be able to quickly find and go back to. Because the more documents you have, the more something is going to get lost. And this is over 30 years of file saving and needing to recover file experience speaking here. Okay, so there's my 7 documents. Okay, now you can see it scrolls all the way down. And now I'm just going to go back up to the top, and I'm going to go here. At document 1, I'm going to hit the command button and return. So now I have a blank page. And I'm going to type in table of contents or index or whatever I want. And we'll make that there's that. Get you back on the next page. There, we'll do that way. There we go. Now, there we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to go up to references. This is the fun part for putting in your table of contents. I literally click on the right side here, and voila! I now have a table of contents that automatically hyperlinks to the pages. So I can go back up. I literally can just click anywhere on that table of contents, and it takes me to where I want to go. So it's a really simple, easy process. And let's say you change a bunch of stuff, right click, and you'll see table of contents up top. You can update the table, you can remove it, you can insert it from something else, but update the table. And it will give you an option to update the numbers if you just moved things around, or if you added new documents or new headers, you can update your own table. I usually go for update my entire table just to be on the safe side. And you're done. I probably would take that off just because I already put it up there. Let me hit undo. And yeah. So you're good to go. All right. And I could even just take that out if I wanted, and whoops, there we go. Go back, and we'll even just take that. And that's perfect. So I can now quickly get to anything I want in my paper. I hope this helps, and remember, there's always an answer. Always Google and look things up, because there's always a tutorial available, at least 99% of the time.